Hi and welcome to True Crime, a channel dedicated to the dark underworld of criminal activity carried out by gangsters, mobsters, cartel leaders, and others. Let's get started. The Yakuza is known for its strict hierarchy and code of conduct, which includes loyalty to the organization and a willingness to perform tasks assigned by superiors. Within the Yakuza, there are specialized roles, including that of a hitman, who is responsible for carrying out assassinations or violent attacks on behalf of the organization. The life of a top-ranking hitman in the Yakuza is often shrouded in secrecy as the organization operates underground and values discretion. Hitmen are typically recruited from within the ranks of the Yakuza and are trained in various methods of combat and assassination. Despite the glamorized depictions in movies and popular culture, the life of a hitman is dangerous and often short-lived. The Yakuza's strict code of conduct means that disobedience or failure can result in severe punishment, including death. Additionally, hitmen may be targeted by rival gangs or law enforcement, making their lives even more precarious. Overall, the life of a top-ranking hitman in the Yakuza is one that is defined by loyalty, secrecy, and violence, and comes with significant risks and consequences. The Yakuza is a Japanese criminal organization that has a long and complex history dating back to the 17th century. The Yakuza is not a single organization, but rather a collection of clans or families, each with its own hierarchy, leadership, and codes of conduct. Traditionally, the Yakuza has been involved in a variety of criminal activities, including extortion, gambling, drug trafficking, and prostitution. However, in recent years, the Japanese government has cracked down on the Yakuza, making it more difficult for them to operate. The Yakuza is known for its strict codes of conduct, which are based on the concept of jiri and ninkayo. Members of the Yakuza are expected to be loyal to the organization, follow orders from superiors, and maintain a high level of personal honor. In addition to their criminal activities, the Yakuza has also been involved in philanthropic and community-based efforts, such as providing disaster relief and supporting local festivals and events. Despite their notoriety, the Yakuza have a certain level of cultural significance in Japan, with some regard them as modern-day samurai or protectors of the community. However, their activities remain illegal, and the Japanese government continues to crack down on their operations. The Yakuza is known to have hitmen responsible for carrying out assassinations or violent attacks on behalf of the organization. Hitmen in the Yakuza are typically recruited from within the organization and are trained in various methods of combat and assassination. They are expected to be extremely skilled and effective in their work, and failure to carry out an assignment can result in severe punishment, including death. Hitmen in the Yakuza are also subject to a strict code of conduct and are expected to maintain a high level of personal honor. This code includes a prohibition on killing innocent people or engaging in violence against civilians. Violations of this code can result in punishment from within the organization or retribution from rival gangs. The life of a hitman in the Yakuza is often dangerous and short-lived, as they are frequently targeted by rival gangs or law enforcement. Despite the risks, some individuals may be attracted to the perceived power, wealth, and prestige that comes with being a top-ranking hitman in the Yakuza. Overall, while hitmen in the Yakuza may be portrayed glamorously in popular culture, their lives are characterized by violence, danger, and a strict code of conduct. It's true that many things haven't changed for this organized crime syndicate, but the truth is that the Yakuza have also evolved and changed, just like everyone else in the world. To put it another way, the group is now more sophisticated, and the more intelligent members are now heavily involved in the economy. Or it would be more accurate to say that the more intelligent members have evolved into economic gangsters, even though gambling and other illegal methods of earning money still exist among the Yakuza. Although others may choose to keep their names a secret, the Yakuza appears to triumph in this situation as well, because they are actively involved in Japanese politics and do not conceal their involvement in any way. Even possessing public positions, the Yakuzas are particularly renowned for their love-hate relationships with the Japanese public, whose examples you wouldn't find anywhere else in the world. The guiding principle in these relationships is that whoever doesn't cause trouble or disturb the other is given the freedom to pursue their own interests. Because they frequently transact with ordinary people, the Yakuza are able to openly discuss their involvement in Japanese politics, whereas Mexico and America are known for having the largest organized crime syndicates. Japan never failed to maintain its position on the list either, and the Yakuza has played a significant role in every aspect of its political, economic, and even public affairs since the country's founding in the 1960s. According to police sources, the size of this gang has increased to 184,000 members, maybe the greatest membership of any organized crime group to date. It is true that by the 21st century, membership had significantly declined, and the Yakuza had just 80,000 members remaining. The members of the Yakuza are divided into subgroups under the control of many bosses, but for the time being, Kunoichi Shinoda is the chief boss or Kunoichi of the Yakuza, which is still a significant number and enough to keep the Yakuza on the list of the largest organized criminal syndicates. While everything we've read and learned about the Yakuza points to its members' involvement in criminal activity, the fact that none of the members of this organized criminal syndicate must conceal their Yakuza affiliation from the authorities is more of a success for them. Yet, this does not imply that their crimes go unreported or that anyone is held accountable for them. This means that anyone who wishes to join the Yakuza is free to do so, as the organization and its members are both lawful under Japanese law. Hence, the Japanese government's legalization of the Yakuza permits them to regulate. The groupings are easily registered with the authorities, just like any other well-known individuals. The Yakuza headquarters are very simple to locate, and even the Japanese police are aware of the crimes that these gangs commit in order to get money. Many people even recognize them as genuine or quasi-legitimate organizations that are accepted by society. Yakuza merely have better opportunities to develop and spread their influence throughout practically all of Japan's industries. Not all organized syndicates are established by a conventional hierarchical structure, but the Yakuza was established through the adoption of the Wabe, a Japanese hierarchical organization by its members. Similar to a traditional Japanese family, the structure is based on the principle that the younger person should respect the elder. The younger members are referred to as Koban and are beholden to the Wabe. The Yakuza later adopted the Jingi Code, which states that respect and loyalty are a way of life for all members. When a group follows the Jingi rule, or in simpler cases, the loyalty rule, there are considerably fewer odds that it will be damaged. You may get a good idea of how important brotherhood and familial ties are to the Yakuza by reading the romanticized stories about them. There are countless instances of the Yakuza caring after abandoned or exiled youngsters until they were young men. Senpai Kohai, or working as seniors and juniors, is a concept used by the Yakuza group. But rather than working as seniors and juniors, they refer to one another as family members, such as dads or younger brothers, even though many women are not as prominent in Yakuza gangs. The handful that are present are typically the boss's spouses, and they are called an essen, which means older sisters. Thank you for watching another amazing video from our true crime team. Like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned to our next real-life true crime video.